Okay, I have waited quite some time to do this video. I have waited a year to do this tasting for my store-bought Walmart Mead that I did a year ago. It's been over a year now since I started the brews, but basically to show you what I did without spoiling the whole video, I showed the process of making a mead using mostly Walmart ingredients, actually all Walmart ingredients, using bread yeast. And then I came back through in the same video and showed you how to use do it with wine yeast and equipment, I should say. So we have on this side right here, bread yeast, a bread yeast version. I need to move these slowly because there's sediment at the bottom. And on the right side, your left, is a wine yeast version. Now these things, I don't remember all the specs. I'll put up my rough recipe on screen. I don't remember the exact thing. It's a blueberry mead. Should be, or excuse me, mixed berry? Blueberry? Crap, I gotta look. Well, apparently I don't have it in here, so I'll have to refer back to the video. Anyways, recipe's on screen, and we're gonna go to open these up. They were both pasteurized, but I'm still a little nervous about re-fermentation somehow, so I am gonna nicely open these outside, because I would prefer not to have any explosions. All right, thankfully no explosions. Didn't really mix them up a ton, which is nice. Let's go and pour them. Right hand, this is the wine yeast. And here is the bread yeast version. Let's see how they've aged over the course of a year. It's the same base recipe, just with a wine yeast versus bread yeast. Very grapey. A little bit of like a soft tartness here. Definitely has like a wine aroma. I don't get a lot of honey. It's like I mean, it smells like grape juice, basically. Interesting. Right hand, wine yeast. Very similar, but less bright aromatic. A little more tame, less grapey, more just mixed berry-like. Let's start with the bread yeast for the tasting. Oh yeah, definitely get a lot of raspberry, a tart side to this thing. It's pretty smooth, very juice-esque. I mean, it tastes like I'm drinking juice, basically. Yeah, so much of that raspberry tart side that is super interesting. I don't know that I love the mixed berry type situation here. Okay, there's the burn. That's a little bit of heat. Heat being alcohol burn, like that sensation when you're drinking it that it burns your throat. It's not bad. I mean, I feel like overall bread yeast has done a decent job and aged decently well. Let's see how the wine yeast has aged. Oh, interesting. Definitely have the tart side, the rich berry, honey characters there. Of course, honey character was present here, but honey character feels like it's a little more preserved. There's a different mouthfeel with this one. It's a little bit thicker, more viscous, less, it's still juicy, but it has like a bigger body. Yeah, the tannin structure here is different. The honey character is a little more prominent, and I feel like overall it's a little more melded. It's more of a packaged deal. It doesn't quite feel like I'm just drinking juice, which is not a bad thing, but this bread yeast has a more juice-like vibe to me. And it's more bright, a little more tart. It's interesting. I guess that's how the bread yeast fermented. Yeah, I much prefer this one just because the brightness is tempered down. Honey character is allowed to come out a little bit. There's a little bit of sweetness, which is nice. A little bit of sweetness there too, but I would still, without spoiling too much, the winner of the video originally was the wine yeast. I still think it is. It's aging better, and ultimately, bread yeast is okay. It's fine. I would not say it's, if your intent is to let something age and get better, which is normally what you should do with mead, you kind of want to give it a nicer yeast to be able to do stuff with. Neither is the most spectacular mead I've ever had. I'm not sitting here going, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. So, just spoilers, but it's interesting and kind of fun. You can find the original video on the channel, on the main channel. This is the extras channel where I do a lot of tastings of things. If you like this content, go ahead and subscribe. It's where I'll update you on stuff as we go along in life. But I think it's pretty fun, pretty good, and I highly encourage you to try and make some mead, whether it be going to Walmart and buying just whatever ingredients you can, or purposefully going and getting, apples from an orchard that you have, and yada, yada, yada. So try to make some mead. I have a ton of recipes in the world. I have actually a website that has a lot of recipes as well. So you can find all of those things in the description below, but feel free to support this channel. This channel's not monetized. We're on the way to getting there, but watching more content from here will help us get to the monetization point. Not that that's gonna provide enough money to really support the channel, to be honest, because this one's not getting a ton of views, but it is helpful to me. It lets me know that you enjoy the content. So this has been a quick tasting. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're gonna make some more mead, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.